But what we are seeing, it's a big westbound slowdown already, folks. You've got more flashing lights over here, so this may be a dual accident situation. Just a heads up, if you are moving around Naples today, some smaller intermittent closures. First Ave, 8th until Goodlit Frank, so Central, that's going to be a great way around it. Corey, it is backed up all the way to Crystal Lakes. All of these flashing lights, all but blocking 75 South just past Colonial. They're letting you go car by car. We are really advising everyone avoid this area. Let's show things from our Colonial camera, mile marker 136. You don't want to be here, stuck like a standstill. Let's move to our map so we can show you some good ways around it, because again, that Crystal Lakes backup, that's what we're trying to avoid. Use Ortiz, use 41 form if you have to. This area does get dicey. If you're a gateway driver, 82 to 75, you need the better part of half an hour. Look at that, folks, just trying to make your way near the interstate. There has been a crash listed there. We're seeing that southbound slowdown on Treeline. What we do know, we've got 3 vehicles pushing traffic to the left with that right lane blocked. It is all hands on deck here. Northbound 41 just shut down. That cross street is College. Summerlin, that's an easy way around, but we have more ways to help you in this detour for your morning ride. This is close to MLK. A semi and a motorcycle have collided. Breaking news, we now know a 21-year-old woman is dead after this crash this morning. This was the scene just after 1:30. FHP says the driver was going the wrong way on I-75 near Colonial Boulevard. That's where she collided with another car. After that, her car burst into flames. See it right there, that's from that crash. 18 minutes eastbound on the Cape Coral Parkway. It's not often we see it that backed up. In Charlotte County this morning, get ready to use those low beams or fog beams if you have them. The visibility is limited. You can see the fog starting to pick up. We'll take a look at this and how bad it is just 1 mile away next. Trying to make your way right there to 75. Taking matters into their own hands, just rerouting themselves right into the grassy median, going right around that. Right, Fort Myers, all is well again this westbound on MLK at Veronica Shoemaker. Hey, our lane, it has cleared up and you're moving right along.
You may hear some of that glass shattering as a fire department works to go ahead and knock down the glass. This after a medical incident caused the driver to go through the front window and door at this Family Dollar just off of 41 and Save-A-Lot Plaza in Fort Myers. We do know that that driver is expected to be okay.
Meaning some people may be still dealing with that little food hangover from last night's big game, but this is feeling like Seinfeld's, Festivus, where you can air your grievances for a 42-mile stretch, guys.
If you're a dispatcher and you work for FDOT, your eyes are on these cameras. This is 75 over at Palm Beach Boulevard, a stalled vehicle. Then we've got some rain going on the interstate. This is up Jones Loop Road. Then in Sarasota County, you've got a stalled out semi. Now, you may be wondering what happens when you go ahead and dial for help, star 347. Let's find out.
Dispatchers not only look for trouble on Southwest Florida roads, they answer calls from drivers who need help.
A crash, that you need gas, or you have a flat tire.
Once FDOT dispatch knows what the caller needs, they send a road ranger to help.
FDOT and FHP work together, just as the open roads policy works together.
Florida's DOT says congestion leads to chaos. Enter the open roads policy.
Attempt to get the roads open as quickly as possible to keep all the drivers moving and to keep the first responders safe.
So if a wrecked semi is blocking traffic on 75, like here in North Fort Myers at Bay Shore, or it's a messy ride 75 north here in Estero a few miles away from Corkscrew Road, the Rapid Incident Scene Clearance or RISC program, it calls for crews to clear the wreck in 90 minutes or less. FDOT contracts with tow companies to get things moving ASAP. By clearing out, they can cash out for up to a $3,500 bonus, in addition to their usual rate.
By calling Star FHP, you immediately go into the Florida Highway Patrol here in Fort Myers. The phone call is received by one of their dispatchers. They ask your location and what the issue is.
In 2022, there were 47 risk calls compared to 22 calls in 2001. In our area, road rangers were called out more than 42,000 times, making the driver assist nearly 85% of the time.
As for the dispatchers and the road rangers, they will be with you 24/7, 365 taking your calls. Belinda Post, Wink News.